Let me introduce myself. I'm Rubes from Son of KS. It's a Mexican media focus in bringing all the leg and all the other League of Legends tournaments to the Mexican, Latin American, and Hispanic community. First of all, thank you for the interview and your time. It's an honor to meet you. I want to ask you, how it's been working with the guys this year so long, so far? You already mentioned you work with these guys at the academy. Do you think it's a lot of improvement coming from tier 2 to tier 1, or what are the big difference here that you can tell us? Okay, we know you start coaching at 2018. You go to America and return to Europe. Is this time in America feel like an upgrade, downgrade, another change of airs to bring you in another perspective of how to coach, or how does America impact in your coach career? Hmm. Okay, also I want to ask you, 2022, it was the year of almost getting, but what, I don't want to be rude, sorry for the question,
Yeah, no,
but
no problem.
what was, or what do you think was the little more step, a little more you can go to get that first place with the spring playoffs, with the summer playoffs, with the EM against
Yeah.
TH, that you already won against TH? So I
Mm.
also want to ask you how you feel about it, that they took you away the finals, but now you took it away the wins.
I think, I mean, no, from like if I zoom out and like thinking about it, back. It just like it's always the same. It's just I was not good enough, and like we were good, but I think we were. I mean, best of five, we almost like. And for example, against LDLC or like New Master, even against Heretics, we are always struggling. We had like no strong rules about how we wanted to approach best of five, and I think that's something we were missing, and that didn't put. I mean, I was not strict enough. I would say like, or just like have a really clear mindset of how to approach best of five, because I didn't do many before, basically. And I think that's something I learned from last year is just to really have like many cards right on your end, and to make sure like you have some jokers, and you can like if something is going wrong, you know exactly what to do, and not getting stuck and thinking more and more and more during the best of five about opponents. That's something we did like kind of a mistake last year. It's just like if you're starting to overthink about what they can do, you're losing about what you can do, right?
Okay.
So it's just like you're just losing yourself. You're losing yourself, and at the end, you're just like have a draft or like a game that you low key, I mean, don't have much experience on it, and maybe like you're more like out of your comfort, and they're still in their comfort. It's just like a lot of small details, but really important to have like clear plan and more structure during the SO5.
Thank you for your answer. Finally, I want to ask is this roster, this almost all French roster, gives you a little more communication or more gangs? This language barrier that could be is going less, only having I don't know problems with crowning abroad that are not the French
Mm-hmm.
players. Is this something that you can say impact against playing other games, other
I
teams?
think yeah, it impacts, but in a good way. I mean, sometimes it can also impact in a bad way, right? It's never like black or white. But I mean, first Crony already went. I mean, both already went in Vitality, right? It's also like French org. Like I think they always had like a lot of French people around them. So I think they are not completely like new to this. They have like still are the most experienced players in our team. So they know to deal with it, but same time, like and we are trying to always switch in English when they're in the room. And I think it's a really important rule to never let them like don't understand what's going on, even if you're speaking about I don't know like your family or whatever. Like you should still speak in English, and yeah, otherwise I mean, also it just I think it's good to have people from the same country. They have like good bonds. Like for example, Cheo and Nuke have like really good bonds because you have like the same culture, so it's easier to like laugh about things. Like you have the same. How do you say that? Just mm, child mind. Loki is like you have the same like with your friends, like you always talk about some kind of topics that you cannot talk in public, for example. Then like it's easier to uh, go hard on this subject and just enjoy yourself, like feeling like more freedom, I would say. So it's always good to have this kind of connections.
Okay, thank you a lot for the interview, Gotoone. Finally, before we leave, I will ask you if you want to say some words to the Mexican and Hispanic community that follows BDS and now is the hype of how they're so good going at the leg.
Oh, I mean, thanks for like Mexican community. I think I mean I was watching when I was in LCS. I was like closer geographically to like you guys, and I think you have like really strong community, right? A really passionate community, and it's always like really insane. I mean, I will speak, for example, in CS:GO. I think it's really insane to have like all like the Brazilian and Mexican like fans. I think it's always like insane events, and also the food is insane. Yeah. So like thank you very much for your cheers, and I hope like we can keep improving and make you guys like really proud.
Okay, well, thank you again for the interview and hope to see you sometime later.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.